This is the WWE NXT January 16, 2024 full show results video, and the show started with the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic first round match which happened between Edris Enofe and Malik Blade vs Trick Mello Gang, and the result of this match was Trick Mello Gang won the match by pinfall. Fallon Henley is interviewed backstage and says it's down to brass tacks because she's never had a title shot before and she has to go through 19 women in utter chaos to get one, but she's gonna put on her work boots and make it to the final four. Back from the commercial, Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice are walking backstage and Lopez has big plans to win the Battle Royal and make it a triple threat, when Tatum Paxley appears in a window to be creepy and says she's gonna win and not challenge Lyra Valkyria because no one gets near her champion. Oba Femi makes his entrance and gets on the mic, and says he knows we are surprised to see him as North American champion, but this prophecy has been long foretold, and there was going to be a juggernaut drenched in gold. He always knew he was going to be the biggest, tallest, and fastest, the embodiment of a term that means, war leader. He was tested as a young Nigerian prince and in the NCAA, and as a D1 athlete, he made that world his home, winning title after title, and now that he's here in NXT, the goal is still the same. He's already made his mark by dropping 3 men and then Dragon Lee, and now with this title, he has his divine right to rule over all of us and will crush to dust every man that stands in his way. Dragon Lee comes, and asks Femi how it's going and says he can't be mad after last week. Oba is hungry and took his moment, and nobody in NXT history has made the kind of impact he has. Holding that title is significant because it represents opportunity, and he hopes Femi will keep the open challenges going, and he wants one tonight. Oba Femi tells him the open challenges are now closed, so Dragon shifts gears and says he wants his rematch at Vengeance Day. Femi tells him he doesn't get to decide anymore, he does, and he takes his leave. Back from the commercial, Trick Mello Gang are talking their big win up when Ilja Dragunov rolls up. He says he's cleared now and as NXT champion he let him down, and Trick deserves a title match on a big stage, so it'll be at Vengeance Day. Williams is excited but Hayes is upset because that's when the Dusty Finals are. The next match happened between Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice vs Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley, and the result of this match was Lyra Valkyria and Tatum Paxley won the match by pinfall with a flop pin from Paxley on Elektra Lopez. The next match happened between Joe Coffey vs Ridge Holland, and the result of this match was Ridge Holland won the match by pinfall with Northern Grit. Post-match, Gallus put boots to Ridge Holland at length, taunting him that no one is coming to help. Baron Corbin is interviewed backstage, and Braun Breaker rolls up to complain that Baron gave him the wrong time for their interview. Corbin shushes him and tells a story about how he took Braun under his wing and lead them to victory, but Breaker tells the opposite story. Braun gives them a team name, the Wolf Dogs, and Baron takes issue with it, and says he was thinking about it in the shower. Corbin has some gay panic about him thinking about them in the shower and vetoes the Wolf Dogs gimmick. Braun asks the interviewer to be honest and she says they're both a-holes, and Breaker tells Baron to come up with a name himself. Corbin says he's supposed to be the creative one, Braun offers up Wild Boars, and Baron walks off shaking his head. Then we saw the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic first round match between Chase U vs Latino World Order, and the result of this match was Latino World Order won the match by pinfall with a Phoenix Splash from Cruz del Toro on Duke Hudson. The next match happened between Donovan Dijak vs Trey Bearhill, and the result of this match was Donovan Dijak won the match by pinfall. Post-match, Joe Gacy attacks Dijak and they brawl up the ramp, and Lexus King appears and drops Bearhill with a knee to the back of the head. Straightjacket neckbreaker. Josh Briggs is backstage when John Bradshaw Layfield rolls up, and he asks JBL for advice and John says what he's looking for isn't there and asks if he knows why he picked him for his Iron Survivor Challenge qualifier. He says Briggs has all the talent in the world but he doesn't know who he is and compares his own journey to being the wrestling god to Josh's yet to come. In the main event of the show, we saw the NXT Women's Championship No. 1 Contenders Battle Royal match, and the winner of this match was Roxanne Perez when she eliminated Kalani Jordan by pinfall with Pop Rocks to become the No. 1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship. Post-match, Lyra Valkyria comes to the ramp to face off with her new challenger, and the show goes off the air.